Good evening. Welcome to South Asia Newsline. I'm Lipakshi Khurana. Here are the top stories we're tracking for you on Tuesday, the 14th of July. Chennai, Rajasthan suspended from IPL for 2 years. India downplays Sartaj Aziz statement on bilateral talks. And thousands take holy dip as Kumbh Mela begins in India's western Nasik. And now for all the details, a Supreme Court appointed committee on Tuesday suspended Chennai Super Kings and Rajasthan Royals for 2 years from the Indian Premier League. 2 senior officials of the teams have also been banned for life after they were found to be involved in illegal betting.
The 3-member judicial committee, which was constituted to look into the quantum of punishment to the 2 teams and its officials, delivered its verdict on Tuesday. Chennai Super Kings or CSK, led by Indian cricket team captain Mahendra Singh Dhoni, and Rajasthan Royals were suspended from participating in the league for the next 2 seasons. Chennai and Rajasthan are 2 of the most successful teams in the league, with 3 IPL championships between them. Gurunath Mayappan, the former team principal of CSK and son-in-law of the then chief of India's cricketing board, N. Srinivasan, along with Rajasthan's co-owner Raj Kundra, have been suspended for life from involvement in any type of cricket matches. Kundra, a British citizen, is the husband of Bollywood actor Shilpa Shetty. The duo was found involved in betting during the 2013 season of the IPL. Delivering the verdict, the committee noted that their action have brought disrepute to the game and the cricket board.
Gurunath Mayappan is not only found to have indulged in betting, but his act is also found by the Supreme Court to have an adverse effect on the image of the BCCI, IPL and game of cricket, and brought each one of them to disrepute.
Justice Mukul Mutkal, who was appointed by the Supreme Court of India to probe the scandal, said the verdict will help in cleaning up the game.
Exemplary, and it's strong, and it sends a very strong message to people who indulge in unwholesome and corrupt practices. According to me, this will go a long way in making cricket a cleaner game, and public will have more faith in IPL now.
IPL, the most successful cricket league in the world, was rocked by its biggest scandal in 2013 after 3 players of Rajasthan, including former Indian bowler Sreesanth, were arrested for alleged spot fixing. Subsequent investigations revealed several murky dealings behind the league, including the involvement of team owners themselves in illegal betting. The controversy had taken a toll on the hugely popular game, which is often referred as a religion in India.
The meeting between the Prime Ministers of both India and Pakistan last week raised high hopes of resumption of the stalled dialogue. But Pakistan Prime Minister's advisor on Foreign Affairs, Sartaj Aziz's comment that the talks cannot take place without Kashmir being discussed has once again casted a shadow on the fruitfulness of the initiative.
Just days after Prime Minister Narendra Modi and his Pakistani counterpart Nawaz Sharif gave out a green signal towards resuming talks, the process has hit its first roadblock. During their meeting in the Russian city of Ufa last week, both the leaders had agreed to expedite the trial process in the Mumbai terror attack case. However, Pakistan's National Security Advisor Sartaj Aziz on Monday said India has to provide more evidence against the alleged mastermind Zakir Rahman Lakhvi. He also claimed that the meeting in Ufa was informal and talks can only take place with Kashmir on the agenda.
This is not a formal dialogue, this was an initial interaction. And but the statement says very clearly that both sides agreed on the need to discuss and resolve all issues. So now it is, we are not going to beg or show over anxiety about dialogue. If India now follows up this with the next step of seeking a formal dialogue, then I can assure you that no dialogue will take place unless Kashmir is on the agenda. So that is our clear position in that sense.
India's ruling Bharatiya Janata Party reiterated that the joint statement by the 2 prime ministers in Russia will be the core of future engagements between the 2 sides.
The bilateral engagement will proceed along the lines of the joint statement that the 2 prime ministers have jointly signed in Russia. And a lot of statements coming from others or possibly intended to address their domestic constituency. And as far as we understand, I think the discussions, engagements will largely happen on the lines of the joint statement.
The joint statement had put focus on combating terrorism and resolving all outstanding bilateral issues, even though Kashmir was not specifically mentioned. India and Pakistan have not held any diplomatic level engagements ever since the proposed talks between the two foreign secretaries were called off in August last year. But the meeting of the two prime ministers had proposed a series of talks, including those between the foreign secretaries and DGMOs.
Pakistan is forcing the people of occupied Kashmir to undertake false propaganda and refrain from speaking the truth about Islamabad's atrocities, activists have claimed. The region has been under the illegal occupation of Pakistan for more than 6 decades now.
To strengthen its stranglehold in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir or POK, Islamabad has maintained an iron curtain in order to filter any news that goes out about the region and its sad state. Nationalist leaders have claimed. Many also blamed Pakistan for giving a free hand to militant leaders like Hafiz Saeed to trap and recruit the jobless youth of POK to undertake militant activities around the region. Saeed, the chief of internationally banned terror outfit Jamaat-ud-Dawa, regularly organizes political rallies across POK with impunity.
ये लिखना पड़ता है कि हम पाकिस्तान के से लॉयल हैं और अपनी लॉयल्टी शो करते हैं और हम बिलीव करते हैं कि रियासत जम्मू कश्मीर का जो है ना इलाक़ होना चाहिए पाकिस्तान के साथ। तो इस तरह की कंडीशंस हैं तो यूथ को तो जॉब्स मिलती ही नहीं हैं, तो उनमें फ्रस्ट्रेशन है और यही वजह है कि ये जो जिहादी स्लोगन लगाते फिरते हैं वहाँ, चाहे हाफिज़ सईद हो, दूसरे तीसरे वो लोग जाते हैं, वो नौजवान जो बेरोज़गार हैं तो उनको फिर वो अपनी तरफ अट्रैक्ट करते हैं, तो उनके एजेंडे पे आगे वो आके काम करते हैं, बेशुमार अपनी जानें देते हैं, लेकिन बगैर किसी मकसद के, बगैर किसी उनका जो नेफेरियस डिज़ाइंस है तो वो उनके हाथों एक्सप्लॉइट होकर तो अपनी जानें दे देते हैं.
Locals blame the local administration for not paying any heed towards addressing the growing sense of alienation and deprivation among the youth. According to statistics, they form 65% of POK's population, with 25% being below the age of 25 and mostly unemployed. Even qualified people are jobless due to the limited jobs in public sector. Khan further blamed the archaic education sector for not providing enough merit to even the deserving students. He accused Pakistan for fabricating the textbooks to make sure the youth do not secure jobs anywhere outside POK.
सबसे बड़ा मसला वहाँ पे जो है ना लैक ऑफ एजुकेशन है. एजुकेशन जो गवर्नमेंट स्कूल में दी जाती है तो उसका तो ना तो कश्मीर की हिस्ट्री के साथ कोई ताल्लुक है, ना उसमें कोई फैक्ट्स होते हैं, वो सब फैब्रिकेटेड चीज़ें उन्होंने वो सिलेबस में डाली हुई. तो वो एजुकेशन लेके तो आप किसी मेरिट को मैच ही नहीं करते.
Residents claim Pakistan continues to exploit the region in the name of development without paying any royalty, claiming that it constitutionally does not fall under its domain. A wave of discontent against Pakistan's oppressive policies has now brought locals on the streets demanding independence and basic rights.
The newly forged political alliance in Sri Lanka, the United National Front for Good Governance, began its election campaign on Tuesday. Over 6,000 candidates are in fray for the upcoming parliamentary election as the date for filing nominations ended a day before.
The United National Party or UNP-led alliance kick-started its campaign in southern Kandy on Tuesday. The United National Front for Good Governance or UNFGG is fighting the elections under the patronage of UNP leader Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe. The political battle in the island nation is heating up as the election draws near. The two main contenders, the UNFGG and the United People's Freedom Alliance or UPFA, have filed nominations from all 22 districts. A total of 6,151 candidates from 21 recognized political parties and 201 independent groups are in the fray. After tasting defeat in the presidential polls this January, the UPFA said they were confident of turning the table this time.
Votes casted for Swan at the last presidential election will be divided. Once it is divided, we can easily win those 3 districts.
The UNFGG coalition, on the other hand, is eyeing to continue the winning streak this time too.
ජාතිය පක්ෂය ජනතාවගේ වරමක් ඉල්ලනවා 3 2 බලයක් ලබාගෙන මේ ජනවාරි මාසයේ 8 වෙනිදා ඇති වූ විප්ලවය ජනතාව තුළින් ඉදිරියට ගෙනල්ලා රට සංවර්ධනය කරන්න වරමක් ඉල්ලීම.
President Maithripala Sirisena, who assumed office in January, had promised to hold parliamentary election in order to push through a series of parliamentary and electoral reforms he had promised.
A Pakistani court has granted bail to supermodel Ayan Ali in a currency smuggling case. A two-member bench of the Lahore High Court on Tuesday issued the release order of Ali, who has been locked up in a Rawalpindi jail for 4 months now. In March, Ali was caught at the Islamabad airport for trying to smuggle $500,000 in a baggage to Dubai. The supermodel-cum-singer was arrested for alleged money laundering for political heavyweights and businessmen in the country. According to investigations, many in Pakistan were using Ali to shift their money abroad ever since 2011. The 21-year-old has been a regular at various premier fashion events of the country in recent years. Pakistan has a legal cash limit of $10,000 to fly out of the nation. All roads in Western India lead to Nasik as thousands thronged the city to mark the commencement of the Kumbh Mela, one of the largest peaceful congregations of faith in the world. Take a look.
Amid echoing conch shells and religious hymns, the Simhastha Kumbh Mela kicked off at Nasik's famous Trimbakeshwar temple on Tuesday. The city, located some 107 miles from Mumbai, will see millions of pilgrims, holy men and saints trooping in to take the holy dip in river Godavari over the span of next 58 days of the mega event. The high point of the gathering is the Shahi Snan or the royal bathe on specific dates. Devotees from across the nation came to be a part of the first auspicious day.
इस कुंभ मेला में जो स्नान के लिए मतलब ध्वजारोहण देखना था मुझको और कुछ साधु संत का जो आशीर्वाद लेनी थी, साथ ही साथ जो पवित्र गंगा मतलब वो जो भी है उसका जो भाव लेना था. भाव का मतलब होता है कि उसका आशीर्वाद वो लेना था.
The event on Tuesday began with the traditional flag hoisting ritual at the Ramkund or pond dedicated to Lord Ram and Kushavarth, the symbolic origin of Godavari river.
सुनियोजित ढंग से ये पूजा का आरंभ हुआ है, ध्वजा पर्व का आरंभ हुआ है. 12 साल में एक बार गुरु जो है वो सिंह राशि में आता है, इसलिए यहाँ कुंभ लगता है. हर 12 साल बाद यहाँ कुंभ होता है. यहाँ जो कुशावर्त, इसको आप पीछे देख रहे हैं, इसको कुशावर्त कुंड बोलते हैं.
India's Interior Minister Rajnath Singh also came to be a part of the inauguration ceremony at the temple. Thousands of security personnel have also been deployed to man the riverbank and control the crowd to prevent any stampede-related situation. According to Hindu tradition, Lord Vishnu wrested a golden pot from demons containing the nectar of immortality. In a 12-day fight for possession, 4 drops fell on earth in the cities of Allahabad, Haridwar, Ujjain and Nasik. A Kumbh Mela is held at these spots every 3 years, with the event being marked at each place once in 12 years. The more than 2,000 years old festival is a meeting point for Hindu sadhus or holy men, some of whom live in forests and belong to dozens of interrelated congregations. Between 8 and 10 million people are expected to visit Nasik on the 3 big bathing days this season.
Well, that's the way it was in South Asia this evening. Before we conclude, the top stories once again. Chennai, Rajasthan suspended from IPL for 2 years. India downplays Sartaj Aziz statement on bilateral talks. And thousands take holy dip as Kumbh Mela begins in India's western Nasik. Now our viewers can watch the show on SouthAsiaNewsline.com. You can also visit us on Facebook.com/SAsiaNewsline and follow us on Twitter @SAsiaNewsline. That's all in tonight's edition. We'll see you same time tomorrow. Good night.